Here we are, a place for you to learn, find solutions, and develop knowledge and skills in business and management. We provide you with the methodology of case study prevalent in the academic and business world. So if you want to be fast, sharp, and relevant in business management, believe in yourself, believe in us, because now is your time.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Ma'am Yulita F. Susanti, Ph.D., our Director of Academic Affairs. Welcome to our session. Yeah, welcome to our session today, our MBA session, so we can share about our campus today to all the audience here. And before we start, there is also some rules that we should know at the first. So this session is recorded, and your audio will be mute throughout the webinar, and do not post or write offensive or insensitive content throughout the webinar. And also we can read here. Please submit your questions in the Q&A session by the link posted in the chat room. And upon the playing of Indonesia Raya, kindly stand at attention or sit in upright in position, and kindly turn on your video at the end of the program when we requested to do so for the photo session. So hopefully everyone here can understand and follow the rules that we have here. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our sharing session for MBA program. And today we will discuss a topic called why they chose IPMI. And my name is Anastasia Pradita. I'm one of the students of MBA at IPMI Business School. And I'm glad to be the host for today's event. And talking about IPMI, as we know, since 1978, IPMI offers both bachelor's and also master's degree in business administration, along with some other business programs available, and all delivered in English. And starting from 2012, IPMI International Business School is also focusing on business research in order to improve business in Indonesia. So IPMI is a special campus and a really good place to learn. And at least there's 6 reasons why I choose IPMI as my campus, and I think everyone's agree with my opinion here. Because first, IPMI is the first business school in Indonesia with English delivery, and also the first to utilize Harvard case study in the region. And IPMI also the first to deliver international MBA program in Indonesia, and they also have internship for multicultural experience. And IPMI also give a chance for international exchange students. So we can see students from Korea and in other country at our campus. And other than that, they also use business as an agent for world benefit concept through community involvement project. So for everyone here, maybe we can give applause for our campus because there's a lot of advantage if we learn here. And today, before we start our event tonight, we will start with our national anthem, Indonesia Raya, and we'll be continue with HIPMI. Okay, thank you so much. And we will continue our session today. Without any further ado, it is a great pleasure to introduce our distinguished speakers today. So we have several speakers. The first one, Professor Roy Sembel in Senior MBA PhD CSA, Professor Distinguished Chair for Finance and Investment at IPMI International Business School. Good evening, Prof. Roy.
Good evening, everyone. Good morning.
How are you?
Even though it's evening,
Good morning.
here it should be morning. Good morning.
Yes, morning spirit every day.
Yes.
Okay, and then the next one we have Mr. Fadjar Andi Wibowo, AMD ST, MBA, CISCM, General Manager Supply Chain at DMJ Djarum Group. Hello, Mr. Fadjar. Nice to meet you.
Hi, hello everyone. Good evening, Prof. Roy. Good evening, Mbak Dita, Violeta, and all in here. Nice to meet you in this session.
Thank you. We cannot wait for your session. And then the next one, we also have Mr. Boy Habyeldy. I hope I can spell it right. Managing Director at Carbonite Inc., member of HIPMI Banten and IPMI MBA student. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Bu Dita. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Bu Yulita, Pak Roy. And I think my colleague also joined this event also. We are still students at this moment.
Our bright student here. Okay, thank you so much. So we will see and learn a lot from all the speakers tonight. And before we start the session of the discussion, we will start with welcoming speech. And I would like to introduce Ma'am Yulita F. Susanti, PhD, our Director of Academic Affairs. She graduated with a degree in agriculture economics from Oklahoma State University, Stillwater, Oklahoma, USA, where she earned a master's and doctoral degree. And please give applause for my lecturer also. Ma'am Ita, the stage is yours.
All right. Thank you very much, Dita. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. Allow me, I think I was kind of introduce myself first. My name is Yulita Susanti, as already mentioned by Dita. Currently, I'm the Director of Academic Affairs at IPMI International Business School. Professor Aman Wirakarta Kusuma, our Executive Director, just say hi to all of you tonight because he has something else that he couldn't come to join us for this sharing session. So in this evening, I would like to say welcome to Bapak Mustafa Yatin as a chair of the Yayasan Pengembangan Manajemen Indonesia. Welcome, Pak Mustafa. Thank you for coming tonight, Pak Mus. So, everyone, ladies, gentlemen, adik-adik, ya, yang professional, who coming for this sharing session tonight, yeah, we'll have several, not guests, IPMI family, I would like to say IPMI family, yeah, we'll share about why they choose IPMI. And so we have Professor Sembel, who, yes, currently, yeah, is just a warrior of the COVID-19 at the center of New York. So, Pak Roy Sembel, good evening, Pak Roy. Pak Roy?
Good morning.
Yeah. Oh, good morning, Pak Roy. Yeah. Okay. So thank you.
Morning,
yeah. Thank you. Thank you to see you in healthy shape, right, in Jakarta, because it was back on March 2000. This was early, right? Mostly worried because Pak Roy is like, yeah, infected with COVID in New York. So alhamdulillah, thanks God, right? He came back here in really good shape. All right. Thank you very much also for Pak Fadjar, yeah. Pak Fadjar Andi Wibowo, IPMI alumni, and also Pak Boyle, I think I'm having problem with pronunciation. Habyeldy, right? Yeah, for sharing also for tonight. Yes. All right. So, Dita, thank you so much, yeah, for your time to share with everyone. Even though you are the moderator and MC for tonight, you also sharing because you are so part of IPMI student. All right. So do you know Dita is Deputy Indonesia Intelligence 2019? So it means that, Putri Indonesia, right? And intelligentsia. So it's mean beautiful and smart. That's a great combination. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Nita.
so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Please give applause
You're
for Ma'am
welcome.
Ita. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then we will continue to our discussion with all the speakers. But before that, I want to make an interaction with all you guys here, all the audience here. So make sure you have your phone on your hand. So we will open this application called Kahoot. I'm pretty sure everyone here already used the application, has an interaction in their session. So for you guys, just open from your browser kahoot.it, or you can download the application and enter the code here. The pin is 1825709. Just enter the pin code, and then also you can put your name, the nickname. So we are waiting for all the players here. So you use your phone and then open the browser and type kahoot.it. So you open the browser and then you can join and put your name. Yeah, we can see here Hafian, JKMM, Bagas, Andi, Noel, Oki. We're still waiting because we have 42 participants here. So better to join this because there's a prize for this game. So you can put the game pin 1825709. So we still wait for another minute. Alan, join us. Here's the 3 participants with the highest score from Kahoot game will get a golden ticket, free admission fee for 6 winners, and all the participants here will get also 50% discount for admission fee. So don't miss the chance here. You're waiting for another 30% here. Okay. Anyone else? Or maybe the speakers want to join? Yeah, it's okay, but the prize is not for the speakers. Or should we wait for another minute for only 10 persons join? Or anyone have troubles with the internet or the application? Okay. All right. Yes, we start the game. So there are 3 questions about this event. What's the topic of this event? Type the answer. Resilience recovery from COVID-19. Sterilization while lab event or halal disinfection by design. You type the color from your phone and the answer. Alright. Yep, time's up. Yes, everyone's right. The answer is sharing session. Why they choose it? Okay, next questions. But before that, we see the winner. The first one is Nusi or Nuchi with the highest score, 918. Okay, we are moved to another questions. Wow, the question is about me. Anastasia Pradita winning in Putri Indonesia 2019 as Putri Pariwisata, Putri Persahabatan, Putri Intelijensia, or Putri Favorit. Okay, for the right answer and the fastest one, I will give special gift. Okay, yeah, time's up. Yeah, that's right, Putri Intelijensia. And the one, Putri Favorit. Okay, Noel. Oh, sorry, it's Noel. Thank you, Noel, for the right answer. Okay, we're moving to another questions, the last one. Prof. Roy's expertise in marketing, finance, human resources, or information technology. Okay. and 2 wrong answers.
All of them.
Okay, let's see who is the highest. Okay, and the winner is JKMS. Second place, JK. And the first one, well, congratulations for all the winners. So the winner, the two participants with the highest score from Kahoot will get a golden ticket, free admission fee. Don't worry for other contestants because there will be another Kahoot game. So there is also the same prize for another 3 winners. They will get a golden ticket for free admission fee. Thank you so much for all the participants. Okay, and we are moved to another session. We will hear from Prof. Sembel in Senior MBA PhD CSA. Before Prof give some speech, I will read and then tell you guys about his expertise as the one of the question from the Kahoot. So Prof. Sembel studied at IPB, Rotterdam School of Management, Erasmus University, the Wharton School University of Pennsylvania, and University of Pittsburgh. He has more than 35 years of balanced work experience in business and academic, including as a writer, speaker, trainer, entrepreneur, and investor. He has facilitated hundreds of training, seminar for more than 100 clients, multinational, state-owned, local companies from variety sectors. And Professor Sembel, also as a professor, distinguished chair for finance and investment at IPMI International Business School. And here we go, Professor Sembel in Senior MBA PhD CSA. The stage is yours. Good morning, Prof.
Wait. I will have to share, however, with the sound. Okay, and
inspiring, pioneering, mind-shaping, impacting.
We dare to be a league of our own, setting path for others to follow.
I treasure my time studying at IPMI, where we learn to be outstanding rather than excellent.
We do what we preach, giving impact to the global community.
IPMI, International Business School, globally connected, locally embedded.
Okay, that's a short video about IPMI International Business School. By the way, I'm using two computer, yeah. Just if you are confused why my sound is here and my picture is there, I'm using two computer just to make sure that everything's okay. This is part of the risk management. That is part of the contingency plan. If something happened with the other computer, then the other computer still work. Okay, all right. Okay, if you want to contact me, because our session is very limited, you can contact me directly by my email. It is my IPMI email, roy.sembel@ipmi.ac.id. And these are my social media account from LinkedIn to Facebook. Yeah, you can contact me there. Yeah. All right. Now, for the next, Bu Moderator, how much time do I have? Is it 3 hours or 5 hours? Hello, can you hear me, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How much time do I have? 3 hours or 5 hour or 12 hour?
15, Prof.
Oh, 15 hour, yeah?
Yeah.
Minutes.
Minutes.
Yeah. Just kidding. Okay. Now, I want to give you a short quiz. Now, going back about 25 years ago, 24 years ago, can you type in the chat what are the 5 largest company in the world in 1996? Okay, type in the chat. I will monitor in the chat. Okay, go ahead. I don't use Kahoot, but I use chat. Ayo, type in the chat. What are the 5 largest global company in 1996? Okay, I'm waiting. Exxon. Okay, continue. Come on. Type in the chat. Largest company in 1996, Walmart. Okay. What else? Of course, you will be wrong. That's okay. GE, GM. Yeah. What else? IBM. Okay. 1 or 2 more, then I will give you the answer. Toyota. Okay. Volkswagen, Ford Motor, GE. Okay. All right. Now, it's time to reveal the answer. Ladies and gentlemen, the top ranked global company in 1996 are drumming. Now, some of you answered correctly the GE at the time, General Electric, and then also ExxonMobil is there, yeah? But no one answered Shell, Coca-Cola, NTT, yeah? Well, it seems that 24 years ago, it's already 1 generation ago. But that's not a long time ago because 1996, I just graduated from my PhD program at the time. Yeah? Now already 24 years after that. Now, what happened to these 5 companies in 2018? Yeah. So this was in 1996. So this is the 2018. Take a look at this. Now, the largest company in 2018, the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, nothing from this list. Nggak ada ya. Only the one that survived is number 5 Exxon, but already number in berapa tuh? Number 10 already ya. So within 1 generation, you can see the disruption in the global largest company. Yeah. So the top 5 no longer there. Only Exxon no longer top 5. It's top 10. Yeah. Okay. Now they said that's the era of digital disruption. Now let's see about the digital economy opportunities in Indonesia. Our population in 2020, according to the Statistical Bureau, is around 272 million. That's a huge population, right? Now the mobile connection is even higher than 300 million. Wow. Because in this participant here, at least one, each of you has 2 or 3 handphones, right? Or maybe 4 or 5, maybe. Okay. And then the internet user is almost 200 million. Active social media user are above 150 million. Oh, that's a huge number, yeah. Compared to, for example, 20 years ago, I was at McKinsey & Company, the consulting company. I was assigned to do the statistic about Indonesian internet user. At that time, the total internet user in Indonesia and then mobile phone user is still less than 1 million. Less than 1 million. Now already more than 300 million, more than 150 million. Oh, that's a huge growth, yeah, within the 20 years. Yeah? And then, yeah, our president has the vision for the second term. Well, I will focus here, the SDM sumber daya manusia, because we are talking about education today, yeah. So it is very relevant to our topic today, yeah. Okay, that's the first part about welcome to the new normal era, yeah. Now next about energizing your career at IPMI MBA, yeah. Now anyone know what Mandarin character is it? Okay, type in the chat. Do you know? Type in the chat. Even though at IPMI we use English, but because now China is rising already, number 1 or number 2, depends on how you measure the rank of the company. Anyone know this Mandarin character? Hello, type in the chat. Come on, I'm waiting for 30 seconds. Well, no response. No one knows this Mandarin character. Maybe at IPMI we have to learn about ini the Mandarin also, yeah. Someone answer opportunity. That's half of this. You get 50%. 50%. Okay, anyway, our time is limited. I give you the answer. Actually, this is crisis in Mandarin, yeah. So consists of 2 characters, that is Wei and Qi. Yeah. I'm not an expert in Mandarin. I got it from internet anyway. Yeah. So Wei is dangers, the downside things, and Qi is the opportunity. Siapa tadi yang benar tuh? Prima Nita atau siapa namanya ya? Congratulations. Nah, that's why there is a saying in Chinese proverb. Rich people, orang-orang yang makmur, why they are makmur? Because they focus on creating and capturing the opportunities. Yeah. While the rest tertinggal di lapangan because only focus on the obstacles. Yeah. Well, doesn't mean that we have to ignore the obstacle. Yes, we have to aware the obstacle, but our focus should be on opportunity, creating and capturing opportunity. I believe those of you attending this session today is the first type that focus on creating and capturing opportunity. That's why you attend this session. Yeah. Okay. So there is a terminology called VUCA, V-U-C-A. Yeah, V-U-C-A. There is a negative VUCA that is volatile, gejolak, uncertain, tidak pasti, complex, rumit, ambiguous, nggak jelas. Yeah, that's the negative VUCA. But we can convert the negative VUCA to positive VUCA if our mindset is to create and capture opportunity. Versatile, upbeat, creative, and agile. Lincah dan gesit ya, agile ya. Okay, now based on the skills that are needed for the 21st century, these are skills that you need to survive and to excel in the 21st century. Yeah. All these things, IPMI curriculum also take into account all these things. Yeah, we continue to upgrade the curriculum to be relevant with this current era. Yeah, that's part of lifelong learning. Also, the important thing is there are 2 types of mindset according to the book, the best-selling book by Carol Dweck. Yeah, there is a fixed mindset and growth mindset. Well, fixed mindset, well, you believe that you're born that way, you will still keep continue that way, no opportunity to grow. That's wrong. Yeah. Now at IPMI, we want our students to have the growth mindset. Yeah. So you have to work hard, you have to persevere, and then you have to learn along the way so that your opportunity will grow, your talent will grow. That is the growth mindset. Yeah. Okay, this is the book by Carol Dweck. Later on, you can check in the internet. There are some summary about the book. This is a very interesting book, and I recommend this book for all of you to read. Yeah. Now, about 5 years ago, when I was the dean, we have a conference among the ASEAN Business School Dean at the time, but more than 10 deans. The discussion is around the business school. How do we position our business school? Is it more toward the academic rigor, or to win the Nobel Prize maybe, Nobel Prize in economics or something like that, or to be business relevant? Yeah, that's the discussion. And IPMI at the time chose to be, yes, academic rigor should be there, although that's not our focus. Our focus is more toward the business relevant. So the quadrant will be here, somewhere here, yeah. So a little bit higher for the academic rigor, but more toward the business relevant. That's why our activity, our learning process will reflect that. For example, we use case study, English for the international exposure, international network. We have international network partner. We do have power talk where we invite the practitioner, business practitioners to to share their wisdom to us. Practical project, business simulation, investment simulation. We have the global and industry network. And also our alumni, that's our big asset, our alumni. Then the balanced faculty member, the academic rigor and business relevant. And right now, already 100% online learning this semester, yeah. So you can take advantage of this online learning, yeah, already performed at IPMI. Okay, so why we are different? Again, academic rigor is there. We perform research, yes, to achieve a certain level of academic rigor, but we want to be business relevant. That is according to the vision and mission of our founding father, yeah, Pak Bustani Arifin, yeah. So we do internship, community involvement, all the things like that, yeah. Okay, and then it is reflected in our faculty member. Academic rigor, for example, we know, you all know Prof. Aman Wirakartakusuma, our rector, yeah. He was the rector of IPB Bogor, yeah. That was a long time ago. So he has a very good academic rigor, and then also some application about the science that he focused on, yeah. And that's myself, Roy Sembel. And we do have some other faculty member. Pak Handri Satriago, the CEO of GE Indonesia. Pak Rinaldi Firmansyah was the CEO of Telkom Indonesia, and then at some point also the commissioner of the Telkom Indonesia. Now he's the commissioner in several companies, yeah? And the head of program of our MBA and executive MBA, Bu Dr. Firdaus Baskat, internationally well known in his field, yeah. A lot of publication and a lot of books published by her, yeah. And we also have Pak Hasnul Suhaimi, previously the CEO of the Excel, yeah. And we have also Dr. Amelia Naim, yeah. Also has a good international network, yeah. And then we have also Dr. Wiwi Daryanto, maybe next year become a professor because all the publication there is very productive publication in the journal, Bu Wiwi Daryanto. And of course, our director of academic, Bu Yulita Susanti, she has a very deep, intensive, extensive international experience teaching at di Qatar, ya, Bu, ya, di Qatar. Carnegie Mellon at Qatar, and then also teaching at the universities in America for more than 10 years, gitu ya. And then we have Dr. Leo Ong. Dr. Leo Ong is very famous for his articles, journal articles, and also he is invited by many companies to give speech, to give in-house training in the companies. So very business relevant. Of course, there are many other faculty members. They have the international experience and also business relevant as well as the academic rigor. Yeah? Now, one of our important assets is the outstanding alumni network. Yeah, for example, well, actually, Pak Handri Satriago and Pak Rinaldi Firmansyah, those are both are also alumni of IPMI. Yeah? And we have also Bu Cynthia Rusli, previously the CEO of Indonesian Infrastructure. Now I believe she was recruited for the other BUMN, state-owned enterprise. And about two years ago, this is the Minister of Desa, ya, Minister of Village, ya, Pak Eko Putro Sanjoyo, ya. He is also the alumni of IPMI, and there are other example of the very famous alumni of IPMI. They are contributing also to our learning process. Some of them become the guest lecturer or the speaker in the power talk or with some other contribution to our learning process at IPMI. Yeah? And then these are, for example, the testimonial from our executive MBA alumni, Bu Cynthia Rusli, Pak Henry Kunaifi, that is the Managing Director of Bank Sentral Asia, BCA. And then Pak Iwan Ho, the Vice President of Royal Bank of Scotland. Yeah. And then one more important thing. IPMI is recognized as the most internationalized business school in Indonesia. Well, the top business school in Indonesia get 3 pounds. 3 pounds is the highest for Indonesia right now. And among the 3 pounds, only one private business school, that is IPMI. Then IPMI every year receive that award already, I believe already the 7th year or more, yeah, 7 year in row or more, become the best internationalized private business school in Indonesia, yeah, 3 pounds, yeah. You can check in the website by @universal, yeah, this one. And also in the Fine MBA, at that time, the only Indonesian business school listed on the Fine MBA top 100 most popular business school. Yeah. So current student, later on you will learn from our current student. Yeah. For example, they are director, general manager, business owner. Ada juga yang namanya Putri Indonesia. Ya, hari ini ada tuh Putri Indonesianya tuh ya. And then social media influencer, with followernya banyak banget. Rising star executive, and also the COVID-19 survivors. But last week we have the webinar for the COVID-19 survivors. Yeah. There are 4 IPMI stakeholders there. Yeah, myself and then Mbak Sita, that is the first COVID patient in Indonesia, and then also one other Putri Indonesia, that is Desiree, also survivor of COVID. Desiree also our student, MBA student, and also Bu Naim, ya, Sidrotul Naim, Bu Dr. Sidrotul Naim. She is the volunteer for the vaccine, ya, vaccine experiment in Indonesia. So IPMI contributed a lot for the improvement of the COVID-19 survival in Indonesia. Yeah. All right. Takeaways. The takeaways, you have choice. Whether you want to be, well, just like that, one of so many things. Katanya the rat race, ya. Rat race, ya, the rat race. Or you can be one of our students that later on becomes the very, very good career at their whatever they want to do, either as a professional, business owner, or the leaders in organization or in other field. Yeah, that's the choice is yours. Okay, of course, if you want to energize your career, you need to have motivation. That is the growth mindset, the grit, and then you have to take a very good education. And you have to take action. The important action is you have to join IPMI MBA or Executive MBA program. Okay. All right. The last takeaways. This is my favorite takeaways for every webinar. Usually I give this takeaway. That is best 8 H's. Ya, ada BEST and ada 8 H-nya. Ya. What are they? The first to be is be hopeful and helpful. Yes, we are in a difficult situation, but focus on creating and capturing opportunities. There are plenty of opportunity. And be helpful. We help each other, yeah, to grow together. Yeah, that's the spirit of IPMI. And the E is the empower, heart, head, and hand. Kerja sepenuh hati, kerja cerdas, dan kerja keras. Yeah. And then stay hungry. Well, not the hungry of your stomach, yeah. Hungry for your brain. Keep on learning and happy, yeah. Enjoy the process. And then thrive holistically. So remember the 21st century skills. You have to cover all that skills in order to survive and excel in this 21st century. And you will learn the skills at IPMI International Business School. Okay, I'm done with my presentation. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I give the floor on the additional floor, the screen back to our moderator, the Putri Indonesia. Okay, Dita, the screen
Thank
is
you.
yours.
Thank you
Very
so
much.
much, Prof. Thank you so much, Prof. Sembel, one of my lecturer also for this semester. Thank you so much for your motivation and also all everything that you said. It's true, and we should take action. One of the action that we should take is choose IPMI as our campus for our future. Thank you so much. And for the next one, we have alumni session. So we have a lot of alumni, then they're very success in their field, and one of them is with us today, Mr. Fadjar Andi Wibowo, AMD ST MBA CISCM, the General Manager Supply Chain at BMJ Djarum Group. He graduated from Electronic Engineering Brawijaya University Malang and got bachelor degree in telecommunication ITAS Surabaya and graduated his MBA from IPMI in 2018. He was part of Nestle Indonesia in 2000 until 2003 as the warehouse supervisor, if I'm not mistaken, and became logistic manager in Kraft Indonesia in 2005. And now he is GM supply chain at BMJ Indonesia or Djarum Group subsidiary. And please welcome Mr. Fadjar Andi Wibowo.
Hello, good evening, everyone. And then also good morning, Prof. Roy.
Good morning.
Good evening, Bu Yulita, and good evening all in this room in this session. So thank you very much, Mbak Dita, also to giving a chance for me sharing my experience when I was learned in IPMI. So it was very fortunate for me because there is a lot of great alumni from IPMI. But okay, fine. I try to share what my when we start to learn, we usually get a feel and tone first. What is inside the kitchen? What I try is IPMI is the kitchen because I have to learn how to study the recipe, how to like understand the method of cooking, and then yeah, of course there is an up and down. Okay, I will share a little bit through my brief slides. I have some slide decks for you, so I will share it to you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that's the slides already in the screen, right? So a little bit my introduction here, as I think Mbak Dita already sharing the background of me. So my education background, I was in ITS Surabaya previously, actually in diploma in Brawijaya, and then the final PIT is in IPMI. My career, certainly I was work for a lot of multinational company, Nestle, L'Oreal, Kraft, Bayersdorf, and now I work for BMJ, a specialty produce the paper and packaging for tobacco and also for pharmaceutical consumer good company. I also part of some association as a member in Association Logistic Indonesia, GLG, as part of council member who support for the knowledge transfer along the clients, and also part of a global supply chain council since 3 years ago. So I enhanced a lot of networking there in global supply chain council. And I also part of a guide points, similar with GLG. So I'm a council member of Guide Point, who also transfer knowledge to some premium clients. So that's a little bit my introduction. So I will goes to the next. Why I choose IPMI? Okay, I was in the very a very busy working environment at that time. So I was joined, I think 3 years ago in March 2017. So in 2017, early 2017, I tried to explore IPMI. The keywords at that time, the word of mouth. First, why the word of mouth? A few months before January 2017, Pak Handri Santriago, alumni of IPMI, came to my company, and then he was appointed as a motivator during my management review meeting. And then he was very inspiring, and I tried to spend my time with Pak Handri to talk about the way he has a learning journey in IPMI, and he was motivate me to take the challenge and explore to IPMI. That's the first person that I met, Pak Henry Santriago, in my company. And the second I met also Pak Eloy Zaluku. He was also a great alumni from IPMI. Now he works for his company. He set up a capstone company. I think sales and marketing, motivation training academy. So Pak Eloy also approach and also motivate me to explore a little bit about IPMI. And the third person actually is a financial planner. I think a woman, but I a little bit forgot the name, but she also fill up one of the session in my company. So 3 person, inspiring me to the word of mouth about IPMI. So that's why I decide why I try to explore IPMI in early 2017. So considering my a little bit about my working loads at that time, because there is a lot of projects, I need to lead the project because they align with the grow with the company. So I try to see, the first thing interesting for me is a timing. I was encouraged to explore study on the weekend. Although the weekend, sacrificing the family time, but it's only 1 day, because I took exploration for the executive MBA program. So the perfect timing I found in IPMI. So it's starting morning to afternoon, but a very compact time very tight, but the quality of the material and also the curriculum very good delivered in the Saturday. So that's my first choice why I choose IPMI. Nobody can sacrifice their weekend time, but at least they still have a balance between Saturday and Sunday. Okay, Sunday they can balance with some activity with their family. So the second one, why I choose IPMI, the diversity of the student profile. So it is very important for me, like understood that there is a business owner over there, there is a self-employee over there, there is employee, and there is many professional in my class. So in March Executive MBA, so we have actually not a big class. It's only 13% here, but we are very very cooperation among us, and we are learning, sharing each other. We are making a role play around this studying, learning. That's actually the second thing why I choose IPMI. The third thing is about international curriculum. I believe that Pak Roy and Prof. Roy, you already brief about the curriculum. and it's already been reshaping time to time because it was aligned with the dynamic of the era with the full English delivery. So this is really aligned with the the tagline, which is fast, sharp, and relevant. So that's the third one. And the fourth one is about the case study. This is actually our foods. The food is delicious, but somehow we need to digest a very not really easy, but if you know how to digest the foods instantly and know what is the content, the keywords of the foods, then you will know the answer, which is the foods coming from one of the university top 5 university in the world, like Harvard, and also back up with some some case study from Stanford. So that's I really appreciated and also proud with the case study that delivered from IPMI, because the case study it's coming from real story. It's also coming from a concrete problem in the company, and concrete problem in the personal. When I learn about the leadership, I learn about the successful journey for one person from bottom to up. That's actually the case study, making a very good. And then there is a few interesting part why I choose IPMI. The first, it's about the interactive learning. So we have an individual, we also have a group and few project, community project. We also have a business simulation. The business simulation also, we treat it as we are learning with few person, few college in one group, but we have a rule in the groups to build up a one company, which is called business simulation. So at that time, very good for us, and we are fortunate to be a winner, the first winner for the business simulation. So I really proud with my college in that group at the time. And then the next one is about the comfortable learning environment and facility, which I believe IPMI has the best to maintain it and to making convenience for everyone. And the last part, why I choose IPMI, alumni. I recall it, Prof. Roy sharing the alumni, very great to have that kind of alumni, which is involved from the governments, as and then from the BUMN, government institution, business owner. So we are learning a lot from them. So that's actually why I choose IPMI. Okay, I move to next. I would like to share about the learning journey that I can assuming is a pit. The learning pit is there. There is an up and down. So we can see from the left side, the learning this way is, truly speaking, I don't understand actually in the very early stage. I don't understand really what is actually the core of the case study, for example, the core of the case study. But along with the time, I also realized that, oh, very hard. I have to digest at least every weeks one case study around 30 to 40 page, and I have to accelerate the speed of my reading, understanding about the keywords in every paragraphs of the case study. And then, yeah, in some occasion, in certain situation, it's not happened for me as well, but it's also happened with other fellows. They that talking about, I think I cannot continue, but it's not the way that we should think of it at that time. And then I try to, let me repeat again. I'll try again. I don't want to give up at the time because I'm not working alone. I'm not study alone. It's really motivate me to let me repeat, and then try to help along the fellows, the students, my friends also try to, we need to give some helps, message, tips, how to try move up. We need to get into that way, get out into that way. So let's try to bring me up, and then I try to one by one. Finally, I know how to make an efficient learning, and how to digest the foods. The food is the case study, and the case study, finally I know what is the key words, and then how to make the conclusions, and finally I'm making and get the eureka. So eureka is a Greece meaning, is a Greece word, but I like that word eureka because my company also, one of the principle of my company is eureka every day. Is making that every day you need to feel wow, eureka. So this is my learning journey, my learning pitch. How do I feel, and how do I try to get up, wake up from the struggling, especially facing the the third and the fourth semester, when we try to combine our some subject which is very useful for our thesis, which is like strategic management, like like economy, financial, corporate finance, that Prof. Roy teach. Is very very challenging, and also management accounting. That's the subject that I think in the next slide I'll show you my learning gallery. So that's actually my learning pitch, the journey. And then the next, what I want to share is the learning gallery. So I start with the orientation program. I think one of the student, Pak Boy, you just maybe having and completed the orientation program at that time. Pak Rudy, the one who delivered in 2017 around March, end of March, for 2 weeks. So, and also Prof. Roy, you are in there. And then that's my learning gallery also from management accounting. So this is the hardest, one of the hardest subject that we admit. The lecture, Pak Wari Sumitro also, he was a very wisdom man and very fair, and he was very disciplined. When we are come late, so there will be a a small punishment, but yeah, it's a professional, but he was teach a very professional, and I am very fortunate to learn with Pak Wari Sumitro. Yeah. And the next, the unique subject that also HIPMI delivered at that time is a family business. This is the subject very open eyes for me, because I worked for some multinational previously, and then I felt struggling at that time to adapt with the culture of the family company, which is Djarum. I cannot imagine Djarum has is one of the first largest conglomerates in Indonesia. But when I saw inside the company, the culture, very totally different with multinational. The systematic work, and then the behavior of the management, the top management. But with the family business, Pak Agus Winardi as the lecturer explained that is actually the family company. The weakness of the family company is there. You have to compromise, and what you need is to get a feel and tone, and then you need to insert what do you want to improve with your ID, with your belief that you can be contribute a lot in the family company. Usually has the same typical or behavior in family business in Indonesia. So the next, we are moving on the strategic management. This is a very fantastic session. Pak Haris Turino, the lecture is one of the faster doctoral from UI. So he was teach very passionate and bring us the key core of the strategic management, external analysis, internal analysis, and those are used when you make a thesis. So we are very happy to study with Pak Haris Turino. And then the thesis they advance. This is my time to prove that I have completed my learning journey in IPMI, and then I've been tested, I've been assessed by Prof. Roy, by Ibu Yolita, and other company representative at that time. And I took one of my company topics. It is about the value creation of order to cash management collaboration with the clients. So that's my thesis defense, and that's my graduation. So the graduation, I think it's on last December. And last December, I'm very appreciate and thank you, Prof. Roy. You are making a very supported for my thesis. Although we have a meeting outside the campus, we are meeting in the cafe, but I'm appreciated your time, Prof. Roy. And yeah, fortunately, I've been also awarded as a best alumni, best students on Executive MBA March.
Wow,
and get some funds from the sponsor. So I think that's all my sharing journey, my learning journey, and why I choose HIPMI. And of course, this is a value time for sharing to you all. So I return to you, Mbak Dita.
Thank you so much, Pak Fadjar. Very wonderful journey at IPMI. I hope I can graduate as you did before. Very good. And then I learned something from your presentation that IPMI have a perfect timing, and then also has diversity of the students also, and has international curriculum, full English, interactive learning, the case study based learning, and also the food is great. So something I really miss with the actual class right now. And then because we are running out of time, we need to faster our session, and then we will continue to the student session. And I would like to invite Mr. Boy Habyeldy, Managing Director of Carbonite Inc., member of HIPMI Banten and IPMI MBA student. He is a telecommunication and technology leader with more than 17 years of high-performing executive management with expertise in building, optimizing revenue. So here we go, Mr. Boy Habyeldy.
Thanks, Bu Dita. Okay, let me do quick presentation because we a bit late here from the schedule. Okay, I hope everybody can already appear the slide, right? Okay. 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 Let me start. So I'm still a student here. So every Saturday, yeah, as usual, we do a discussion with the lecturer. So why I choose IPMI to pursue my MBA? So my slide is quite visual, yeah, because I like the visual things. So this is my background. So my current position is working at a US-based company named Carbonite Inc. And also manage another company, a New Zealand-based Manuka honey is the expensive honey in the world. Yeah. And then I also a member of HIPMI. It's a young, not IPMI, but HIPMI, Young Entrepreneurs Organization, and then large internet organization in Indonesia, ABGI and ID Pro, the data center organization. My former position, I was country director at Space DC, a Singapore-based company, and then Mobi Antenna Technologies, and vice president at the China Telecom, and country head at 3D Network Singapore. Okay, let's make quick. Why I pursue MBA at IPMI International Business School? So before I answer that, I want to make a quiz like Professor did before. Sorry, oh my God. So who knows in this three young men, can you please answer in the chat who is the left side, the middle, and the right side? Because they are senior and junior in different 5 years. So who is the left side? And who is at the middle and the right side?
Pak Henry Sandiago.
Yes, correct. So who is in the middle? And who is in the right side? Okay, let's continue. Yes. So I mean, during that time, Pak Andri joined on 1995, and in the young man in 2000, and at the right side man is he joined IPMI at 2004. So Henry Santiago, correct. So now he is the CEO of GE Indonesia, and in the middle is Pak Hans Prawira. So I did small research. So he's the CEO of Alfamart, and then the last is Pak Antonius Kosasi. He was the CEO of Transjakarta before. Now he is the CEO of Taspen. So what's their story? Let's go to Pak Henry Satriago. So when he joined IPMI in 1995, he still not joined GA. He still worked at other company as a manager. And then he obtained his MBA on 1997. And then he hired by GA directly, become the business development manager. And then on 2005, he got promoted as the sales director. And finally, he achieved the position, become the #1 person in GA as a local person the first time on July 2010. So this is Pak Henry Satriago story. And then second, Pak Hans Prawira. Also, when he joined me, he's still not working with Alfamart. He still work at Arthur Anderson Company as a senior consultant. And once later on he finished his MBA on 2001, and he hired by Alfamart as a finance director, and continue later on in 2010, he got promoted as the deputy managing director. And finally, in 2014, he got promoted as the CEO of Alfamart until today. And the last but not least, Pak Antonius Kosasi, when he joined HIPMI in 2004, He's still not working at a high-level position. He's still a manager. And then when he finished IPMI and he obtained IPMI on 2006, he was hired by Perhutani as the CFO, and continue later on 2014, he was hired by Pak Jokowi as the CEO of Transjakarta. And then later on, he was hired also in 2015 as a CFO Wijaya Karya, and then become the CEO of Taspen on 2020 at recent day until today. Okay, so what are the key messages? This is the reason why I choose IPMI, because I saw the process, I saw the proven role model. IPMI is a place where the CEO, CFO, CMO, and COO are made. And second is, IPMI is a place where the future leaders increase their value, because before they join IPMI, they still don't have a right value. So when they join IPMI, they got value, and their value became fast, sharp, and relevant with the word needed. And the last is, IPMI is a place where the story of future leaders is beginning. So it means that me and now my colleague at IPMI in regular and in executive class, we are creating our story with IPMI. So IPMI helped us to create our story, become the future leader still in the beginning. So next, I want to share just small information about what's the most important leadership according to the leaders around the world, according Harvard Business School survey. I found out 3 things, because as I mentioned before, I tried to connect it that IPMI is the best place for me to be the future leadership. So what's the most important leadership value? First is integrity. So integrity means that you do the right thing even no one is watching you, and it is refers to be honest, trustworthy, and reliable. So I think this is the important part from others. And then second is the communication. So communication is the core of effective leadership. So if you want to inspire or influence your team, you need to practice empathy and transparency and understand how others perceive you. Even though I'm still not studying leadership, but at least this is what I learned about the leadership from Harvard. And the last is practice what you preach, because as a leader, to do the right things that you advise other people to do. And my last quote as the nice word is, knowledge is like air, is vital to life. Like air, no one should be denied. I think that's it. I just do it quick presentation because I don't like too much theory and other things, just to make, because this almost late night. I think that's from me. Thank you so much, Dita.
Thank you so much, Pak Boy. Very interesting what you share with us.
Yes.
I make a note about IPMI is a place where CEO are made, and that's true because I have a classmate, CFO of Jasa Marga, so it's like it's a good thing for me. I can have a classmate that have a prominent job, and then it's IPMI also increasing our value. That's true because we have different background. My bachelor and master degree before in communication, but now I learn about economics and very interesting. I have a new value because I learned something new.
Correct.
Yeah. We learn a lot of things.
The same with Pak Antonius Kosasi. Before that, he's not specialized in finance, but when he joined IPMI, he's good at finance, and then he became the CFO. So IPMI is to create or to change our value. Even though maybe in IPMI, everybody, some more, their background is from the technical, from the engineering, but they can be a best CEO or best CFO in the world, or even in Indonesia, depends on and their company. So I mean, IPMI is create our value. That's true.
Yes.
Even I'm still I'm still not finished my first semester. I'm still, I'm still at early stage. I'm still studying 4 weeks, Pak Roy. I'm still not finished. I'm still not do the exam, the final exam. But I know IPMI will be the best choice for me. I think that's all.
Yes, exactly.
Wait until you get my class.
Hopefully we can meet up soon, Pak Roy.
Yeah, it's very interesting at IPMI. We can learn a lot of things and become a better version of ourselves. And now this is the session for Q&A. So I give a chance for all the audience here to have questions for all the speakers or anything, any questions for our speakers, Prof. Roy, Mas Fadjar or Mas Boy. So please, you can write your questions at the chat box. So I will read the questions here. Okay, is there any questions for our speakers tonight?
Okay, while waiting for the question, just want to inform you, in addition to have the formal degree program, IPMI International Business School also have the IPMI Executive Education. That is for the in-house program, in-house training for companies, and also public training, etc. For example, tomorrow afternoon, I will have the public training, public webinar with the topic of the ecosystem edge. That is the new kind of strategy. That is strategy using the ecosystem of business, instead of strategy using the standard strategy by Michael Porter or the other standard strategy. That's the example of the relevance of IPMI, not only academic rigor but also business relevance.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Prof. Roy. So maybe waiting for questions. Okay, there's a question from Dede Kusnawan. Questions for Pak Roy. What's the unique strength point that only IPMI have, while others MBA school in Indonesia doesn't have?
Okay, actually I have answered that in one of my slides. Let me share back my slide. Mana tadi itu? There are several strengths. So, for example, we are here. We do not try to compete in the academic rigor somewhere here. Can you see the slide, everyone?
Yep.
Hello? Bisa dilihat?
Yes, Prof. Roy. Yeah, it's clear.
So the unique of IPMI is more business relevant. Yes, of course, we have to fulfill the academic rigor, but our focus is on the business relevant. That is according to the vision mission of our founding father, Pak Bustanil Arifin. So we are not trying to compete here, the academic rigor, without any business relevance, because we want our student to be business leader, organizational leader. So here is our position in this matrix, somewhere here, not somewhere here. In order to do that, these are some of the activities that we perform towards this target quadrant. Okay, and then we do have academic rigor, we do research, that's to fulfill the academic rigor, but more toward this internship, business relevant, community involvement, and also of course take a look at our faculty member. There is Pak Handri Satriago, the CEO of GE, Pak Rinaldi Firmansyah, the CEO of Telkom previously, and now the commissioner of several companies. And then Pak Hasnul Suhaimi, the previously the CEO of Excel Axiata, etc., etc. Bu Yulita with more than 10 years international experience. Okay, those are the product or IPMI product. Take a look at the product. That's the alumni. That's the proof of the pudding is in the eating, katanya gitu ya. The proof of the school is the alumni. And Pak Boy also already explained about the journey of the student from student to become the business leader. Not only in the business but also in government. We have ministers here, ya. Pak Eko nih minister, ya. Okay, these are the testimonial of our alumni, ya. And we are the only private business school in Indonesia that rank and at the 3 palms of excellence according to the Ed Universal ranking. The only one private business school in Indonesia, and already there for more than 7 years consecutively. Yeah, so that's the proof of the international recognition for IPMI International Business School. Yeah, and then the variety of students so that you can learn from each other. Yeah, okay, and we contribute to the society, etc. Okay. Okay, that's my short answer to that question. If you have, if you want to ask more question, you can discuss with me or discuss with Pak Boy or discuss with the Pak Fadjar Wibowo. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Prof. Roy. We still have a lot of questions here from Reforma. As a mechanical engineering graduate, I have no idea about business administration, and I really wonder where I should start. Can you give me tips or recommend me a book so I can start learning about it? Maybe Prof. Roy can answer it, and then the others can add some answers.
The simple book that you can learn is about the mini MBA book. Yeah, there are many mini MBAs book. Yeah, you can learn about it. Of course, you will only learn about the surface, cuma kulitnya aja. But if you want to dig deeper and become the really expert in the business relevant and academic rigor, you have to join IPMI. And there will be possibility for sit in one of the session of the class. Yeah. That depends on our admission office, of course. Yeah. Or you can also, for example, join some of our public webinar. I think tomorrow I will have the webinar. Yeah, you can learn there. Yeah. My background also not business. Yeah, I was the graduate from IPB Bogor. You know what IPB stands for? IPB stand for Institut Finansial Bogor, makanya jadi profesor keuangan. Nah, enggak. Institut Pertanian. Well, at IPB, my major is statistics from the Fakultas Matematika dan Ilmu Pengetahuan Alam. So that is not business, right? That is all the numbers. I'm the numbers man, yeah. But later on, I joined an MBA program. Well, I'm not at IPMI. It was the Rotterdam School of Management, and then cooperation with the Wharton School because I got the scholarship there. Yeah. Then the combination of non-business background, that is more quantitative, well-structured thinking, similar to engineer lah, gitu ya. And the business sides of the MBA, that will make you complete as a business leader. Yeah. So you have the well-structured thinking of the engineer, like Pak Fadjar, for example. And then also the intuition of the business, and then all the skills and the method of business. Then you can combine, yeah. That will be a good combination, yeah. Well, maybe the first semester it will be very, very hard. Well, for all the engineers, according to myself, the first semester at that time when I studied at the Rotterdam School of Management International MBA program, I haven't heard about the organizational behavior. What kind of animal is that? It is all qualitative things. Yeah, I'm a numbers man. How do I learn about the organizational behavior? If it is accounting, I'm much better because there are some numbers. Yeah, I like numbers. That's why when it is accounting, okay, well, at the beginning it is hard, but after you know the structure, that's the way you think about accounting. Now I teach managerial accounting. I also become the finance guy, finance professor. So don't worry about your background. At IPMI, you will be trained to have the mind of business. It is good that you have the previous background as an engineer. That will help you also to structure. You have the way to structure the business, all the business skills, and then you have your brain already trained to structure those things. Yeah, so that is good combination of the engineering and business. Okay, you come to the right place. Join me, MBA. And if you have question, you can always contact me. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Prof. Roy. It's very helpful. But maybe for Mas Fadjar and Mas Boy want to add, because we can learn not only from book, maybe from link on YouTube, or maybe you guys have another tips.
Yeah, even a Putri Indonesia can learn at IPMI.
Yes, exactly. From communication background, why not?
Yeah. From my side, actually, you don't have to worry when you have a background from engineering. I was from engineering as well, and IPMI will help you to make it your complete and increase your value. You know the end-to-end business. You are not limited your knowledge on the engineering side. You will know how to set up a company. Maybe you can also establish your own company when you accomplish an IPMI, because you are not expert in engineering, but you expert also in how to set up a business from end to end, because the curriculum, IPMI curriculum, it's a complete to bring your journey for increasing the value. I think that's from me. Yeah.
So it's another engineer here and taking MBA from IPMI. And there's also another questions here regarding about the case study that will be delivered in the class. It's all coming from other country, from Harvard, like we have, or the case is also coming from Indonesia. Maybe based on the experience, Mas Boy, how about the case so far?
Yes. So my second week when I talked by Bu Amalia, so he tried to change my mindset. So he always said that we will become the agent of change. So this is very, so when we do exercise about the case analysis, we have so much framework to do, but at the end, the framework will be delivered by Bu Amalia with very simple, and it very makes sense for us. And he said that that all of us supposed to be the agent of change in terms of the case. So it means what? The case make us difficult, so many issue inside. But when you try to have a good framework based on your lecture, and then you can try to define how to answer that. So it makes you fast, sharp, and relevant. So that's the key point when I am still 4 weeks, learning at IPMI, but so much thing that I learned, and I changed my mindset before that, because I'm coming from the practical market, but when I joined IPMI, I changed my mind. When I see something, I analyze something, I change my mind from the perspective of our lecture.
Yeah, just to add a little bit about the case study, because I recalled my memory in one of case study from Indonesia. The subject, perhaps, if I'm not mistaken, is managing digital in managing in the digital era, which is the case study. I think is talking about Gojek, how the learning from Gojek become one of the biggest startup in not only in Indonesia but also in Asia Pacific. I think I recall it that the case was not coming from other country but from Indonesia. There is a case study, and it was written, I think, by Harvard or something like Stanford, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, exactly. I read about that case also, from a case about Gojek in Indonesian case study, and there is also like Southeast Asia case study. So it's okay for us because it's similar like this business in Indonesia. So don't worry, it's still related to our business in here. Okay, we still have a lot of questions, but the time is up. It's already 8:40. I think everyone just have another schedule after this. Thank you so much for all the audience that stay until finish. And thank you so much for the speakers here that already share a lot of things to us. And I want to say thank you for Mas Fadjar, Mas Bo, and Prof. Roy. Thank you for sharing. And Wita, thank you so much. And hopefully we can meet again and then have another discussion in the future. Thank you so much. And so see you next time.
See you next time.
Terima kasih. Stay safe, stay healthy, everyone.
Stay safe.
You too. You.